Success is one thing that people all seem to seek and strive in their life. Of course, everyone has his or her own understanding of success. Some people believe that success is reaching one's full potential despite obstacles and other hardships, whereas a large number of people evaluate success by the monetary wealth they own. What I found interesting during my interviews of the grad class was that most people share similar values of success. And now, let us find out how they define success.
Success to me would mean finding something that makes me happy, but also lets me live the life that I want to live. So I guess in the long term, I obviously want to be a lawyer, but I want to make sure that that career is also fulfilling for me and that kind of thing, and that I can have a balance with other parts of my life.
Success, I think, has nothing to do with money or wealth. I think instead it's about how satisfied with what you're doing with your life.
Success would definitely mean, the ability to pursue my passions and then, pursuing them to a point where I can take care of myself, can live a comfortable life. And I don't just mean about money or anything. I mean kind of just happiness, being able to do what I love and do it well enough that I can sustain a happy, comfortable life.
To me, success means that you are doing something that you love doing and that when you're finished doing it, you have a sense of fulfillment.
Success has always been really personal to me, so in order to be successful, I believe that I have achieved something that makes me feel proud of myself based on my own values, not based on what anybody else thinks.
I think success has two parts. The first part is just being able to take care of your basic kind of needs. Money usually goes along pretty well with that. But then there's also the added dimension of being able to have some kind of wiggle room or extra where you can try and meet your goals.
For me, I guess success is defined by how much you feel like you've accomplished, not what other people think.
To me, success means that I will be happy with what I'm doing. I'll be proud of every day what I'm doing is useful to people around me, to the society. And what I heard from a scientist before is that they don't have to wake up with an alarm clock. They're happy enough to know that the day's work will be exciting for them enough for them to it's a calling to their job, and I want to feel that about my job every day.
But do others view success the same way as we do? Or does success mean something else to them, such as money, wealth, or fame?
I think success for others is often synonymous with money, just because that people think that money will solve their problems when really all it does is amplify them.
Well, I think in a lot of cases, people equate success to, a lot of financial gain, and they think that, if the path they're on doesn't necessarily lead to money, then they can't be successful. You think the CEO of Starbucks is really successful because it's Starbucks and he must make, billions of dollars every year. But at the same time, I think that a shop owner who maybe opened that shop with a loan of $200 and has now built it to a really great booming business, I think that's success for him. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have millions of dollars every year. I think it could just be you're able to take care of yourself and your family and you can do the things that you want to do.
I think for a lot of other people, they want to be able to measure it in some kind of empirical way, so money and wealth. And so for them, it's they want to be able to show other people that they're successful.
For other people, maybe success means like a tangible achievement, so getting an award or getting a good grade or something, or maybe they'll focus on doing better than others.
Success could be materialistic to some people, and I guess that is a way that they measure their own success.
Depending on who you talk to, a lot of people currently think that success is grade-based or mark-based, or depends on what other people think of what you've done.
In fact, there seems to be a shift away from a wealth-based notion of success to a more self-satisfactory-based success. According to a Lifechoice study, 2000 Americans ranked their top 5 contributors to success, with 85% saying that good health is essential, Other contributors include finding time for the important things in life, having a good marriage, a good management of personal finances, a good work-life balance, and a job or career you love. However, although more and more people start to realize the true meaning of success and to reflect on what they truly value in their life, a large percentage of people still define success in a way that involves wealth. They still think that success is all about having a certain possession. So, for example, if you have a big house, a nice car, a boat, a big company, or you can purchase luxury brands, people will automatically think that you're successful. Then, why do they value money or wealth more than anything else? Can wealth really buy happiness?
Probably because it does make them feel like they've accomplished something that they can kind of measure against past actions or measure against other people. So it's just it's all a game, comparing, winning. But I guess it's kind of hard to step back and see the bigger picture. Are you actually happy, or are you just getting caught up in the chase?
Because you do need it to get by, and I think people get caught up in the idea that it's all that you need to get by rather than just part of what you need.
I think people value money more than anything else because of what society tells us in the media. They always have if you're successful you can buy the big TVs and the big houses, and it's sort of the American dream where everybody has a family and a nice house and kids and they can buy whatever they want and have a car. And so we've been sort of thrown into this idea for a really long time.
I think a lot of people value money and wealth because we're kind of taught to. If you don't go on this path and you don't get a job right out of school and that job doesn't pay at least this much, then you're not really living life. It's something that's being taught to us.
Money is a big part of success because I think people won't feel successful, or at least they won't feel comfortable with life unless they have a certain financial support.
Because they haven't had time to reflect on the things that they value otherwise, like friendship or family or love or faith, any of those other more fulfilling things.
Because fundamentally there is no measurement for what success is because it is such a arbitrary thing. But with money, it's measurable. You can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. And with that, I guess that's the only way to compare, because you can't compare happiness. You can say you're happy and they just not believe you, but wealth is there, you can compare it. That's why some people think it's more important.
I think what you value depends on where you come from in terms of your family and your family situation. So coming from parents who are immigrants, I definitely have a view of things that's quite strong, and the message I've been receiving my whole life, that you need to be able to support yourself and that it's always good to have some left over so that you're not struggling and so that you can sustain yourself, be sustainable really. So I think if you come from a background where people have had to work for what they have, then you place a lot more of a higher value on it and probably see it as more of this is a basic necessity rather than this is something I'd like to have, but my passions are more important, or whatever else it is that's more important.
Indeed, a recent study shows that money does buy happiness. Economists found that even within a country, such as the United States or Sri Lanka, richer people were happier than poor people. Using data on 155 countries, the World Bank, and other sources, they also found that as countries increase their GDP per capita, the more happiness levels rise. There is no point where that levels off. The richer people get, the more satisfied they are with their lives. While, of course, people may have completely different understandings of success. To me, success means being happy with whatever I do and whatever I have, having a relatively good quality of life, and just generally being satisfied and grateful with every day. However, regardless how we define success, it is always important to figure out our positions in this society and to think about how we wish to contribute to the world as an individual. So after watching this video, what does success mean to you?